Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to this amazing series. So this is one of the videos for the Working with Copilot Studio, which is Microsoft's Copilot, right? So it's a series where I walk you through amazing stuffs, right, in the Copilot Studio. And for this video, I'll be walking you through another amazing stuff, right? And this amazing stuff side of it is very cool. So have you imagined, right? Quickly, okay, you're a business. You've invested time in creating your company's website, right? Or you've created. You guys have a repository of informations. They are all large somewhere, and even you as an organization sometimes looking for information here and there, even scraping through the site and all that, can be quite difficult. And you've imagined wanting to have maybe a chat, a bot, right, that you could chat with, and it stands as an authority from those endpoints where those knowledge article is. If that's looks like what you're looking for, right, this video is actually for you. And in this video I'm going to walk you through how you could connect your chatbot, right, to your website as the data source where it picks information from and renders it to your customer in a generative AI fashion, and show you how all that will be created. So let's head back to our um, Copilot Studio. Excuse me. So these are Copilot Studio, right? As usual, like I stated in the first video of this series, if you click on agents is where you'll be able to create your different agents, right? So when you click on agents here, so I could click on create agent from blank. So I want to create agent from blank. So let's get things ready for me. It's going to ask me some informations to put in, right? So let's just wait. Oh, sorry. I wanted to create agent from blank. Create blank agent. So let's just click on the create from blank again. So it creates a new agent for us. All right, good. So it has created our agent for us. So the agent's already greeting us, right? Because like I said in our first video, this is actually conversation on start. It's a topic that is kicking in. So I'll just give it some time to load so that I could edit, right? The edit button is not up yet. Okay, so it's done provisioning. Now I can now edit. So first off, I want to change. Let's say I don't want this agent, so I'll just change this name and say and call this uh Amaguch, right? Amaguch bot, something like this, right? So I'll call this Amaguch bot and save, right? So if I come back, is processing. So now I've changed the name. So you can see now it has changed the agent's name here, right? So now this is now Amaguch bot. So let me go back to the overview. So this is now Amaguch bot. If you want, you could put description, right? If you want to change the model, so like I said, it's actually running on a model, right? So it's picking information from a data source, passing through that model to give you your feedback. You could put this here, how you want this model to render, all that. But the key one for this video we're working on is the knowledge, right? So I could do that here, or I could click on this knowledge here, and it's going to tell me to add knowledge. So I'm just going to click on add knowledge here. So when I click on add knowledge, you could now see that you have different options of adding knowledge, right? You could do OneDrive, you could do SharePoint, and you go down here, there's now a lot of various places you could get from. You do from your Azure AI, right? Your Dataverse, Dynamics 365, Salesforce, ServiceNow, Azure SQL. There are a whole list of places you could put those knowledge sources from, right? And directly to be available for you to use on the system. So, but for this video, right, what we are actually looking out for, we want to connect our company website to it so that the bot answers to customer based on information available on our company website. So the company website is this. So let's go to amaguchi.com. Yeah. So let's let it load. So the company website is now loaded, right, with all the information, things we do and all that, right? So I can then go back here and copy this URL, go back here and tell it I want it to pick a public website, right, as its knowledge base. So I click on this. Then the next thing is going to tell me to enter the link. So I've entered the link and I'm going to click on add. So now you see that's added it and that's all, right? So I can now click on add to agents down here. It's going to add this website now to the agent. So let's give it some time for it to add the agent. Right, so it has added it, right? And you can see the status is ready. So let's just go back and start our bot again, right? So that we can access it. So let's say I say, what is Amaguchi about, right? Something like this. So let's see the response it's going to give us. So it's generating. So can you see? So it's telling us that Amaguchi is this, is leading IT firm and all that. So all this information. Then it's giving you a link to verify where it picked the information from. So if I click on this link, it's going to take us to the site. So that's basically how easy and fast it is. So yeah, I can go back to the bot now. Let's say I want to ask it, okay, what are the services they offer? So let's see what the bot's going to say. So you see it's analyzing. So can you see? These are the core services it offers. So let's say what are their core values, something like this. So let's see what's bringing for us. Okay, so it says it's unable to specifically tell their core values. Okay, so I say, let's just say, give me a detailed breakdown of Amaguchi, something like that. So you can see it's bringing all this, right? And at the end of it, it's going to now point to where that is actually coming from, which is from Amaguchi. You can see the reference it's giving. You could like, right, if to tell it how your experience is with it. But basically, that's how you add knowledge sources, right? So if you click here, you can now add more knowledge source that you want to add. So maybe ServiceNow, or you're looking at Salesforce. You have information sitting on Salesforce. You want to add them. You have information sitting on your OneDrive, right? Maybe in Word, in Excel. You want to also pour all that into the bot so that the bot use that as where it goes to, right? Whenever it wants to answer any customer issue. So this is your go-to. So that's basically a quick run through on how you could add, right, a company website, and in less than 5 minutes you have your bot running, confidently running in such a way that you are sure that it's picking all information from your website. But one thing you must always check if you want your website to only be the source of information that the bot is giving, right? You go back to your overview after adding the knowledge, right? If you go down to the knowledge area, you see what we call web search. So can you see web search? Ensure the web search is disabled. If the web search is disabled, that means your bot will not go into the larger web space to be able to pick information. It will only be constrained, right, to pick information from the URL that you pasted. So it will scrap through the URL. I know before now you had to specify some path, maybe way to your FAQ and all that, but now you don't need to do all that. Just put just the base URL for the your organization, and the bots can go into any space in that URL to be able to fish out informations in the text form, right, and render them back to your customer. So to be able to see, right, that it's pointing to your knowledge base, right, that could turn on track between topics, and when you click you see that it points that on what it's actually doing and where it's taking those information from, right. So thank you very much for stopping by, right. I hope this was in, informative to you and will give you a good start, right, for you to be able to create bots that on the fly when people interact with it, right, it gives answers to your organizations. So it might not necessarily be a company. Maybe you have a site, maybe your organization's intranet, right? You could copy that and have a way of feeding that maybe through SharePoint or something on this, and it could point to those endpoints to be able to bring up information. But you need to expose it to the public websites so that those things are available on public. So maybe you expose them through SharePoint, a SharePoint site, another SharePoint site, give it to the bots, and in all those cases. But once it's publicly available, the bot can go there, script all the informations, and make it available. Or you load those informations to the bot themselves, maybe through Word, Excel, and all that. It will go skim through all of them and provide a generative AI response for your customers, as the case may be. So thank you, and see you in our next Copilot video showing you how you could do some great stuff with Copilot Studio from Microsoft. Thank you.